Unprecedented turmoil unfolds in Gaza. Israeli airstrikes, humanitarian crisis, and the relentless quest for peace. In the heart of the Middle East, the world watches as history unfurls in real time. On a day marked by devastation, an Israeli airstrike descended upon a refugee camp next to a maternity hospital in Rafah, Gaza. The strike claimed the lives of at least 11 individuals, casting a grim shadow over the region. Many amongst the injured were children, their lives forever marred by the physical and psychological scars of war. In response to the escalating crisis, the United States initiated airdrops of humanitarian aid into Gaza. 66 bundles of meals descended from the sky, a small beacon of hope amidst the overwhelming chaos. However, these efforts were overshadowed by the tragic loss of over 100 Palestinians while accessing food aid. The United Nations reported a disturbing incident where many injured Palestinians suffered gunshot wounds during an Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) operation on a food aid convoy. This event, coupled with the ongoing airstrikes, raises sobering questions about the rules of engagement and the protection of civilians in conflict zones. In the midst of these alarming developments, talks of a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel continue to progress. The dialogue underscores the urgent need for resolution and peace in a region beset by conflict and human suffering. Simultaneously, aid agencies have voiced criticism over the U.S. plan to airdrop food aid into Gaza. They argue for more effective measures to address the humanitarian crisis, underscoring the need for comprehensive solutions that go beyond temporary relief. In a further escalation of the crisis, Israeli airstrikes targeted houses in Deir al-Balah and Jabalia, claiming the lives of at least 17 civilians. These attacks, coupled with the ongoing conflict, have pushed the Gaza death toll to 30,320. A significant number of the victims are children, underscoring the tragic impact of this conflict on the most vulnerable. In a move that offers some respite, the Israeli military announced a daily suspension of military activities in Rafah and Deir al-Balah for humanitarian purposes until March 7th. However, the question remains: how will this break in conflict be utilized to address the ongoing humanitarian crisis? As we take stock of these events, we're left grappling with their profound implications. The escalating conflict in Gaza is not just a regional issue, it's a global concern that demands collective action. It's a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of war, particularly for civilians caught in the crossfire. The quest for peace continues, and the world watches, hopes, and waits. As we move forward, it's crucial to keep these stories, these human experiences, at the forefront of our discussions and negotiations, because ultimately, it's not just about geopolitical strategies or territorial disputes. It's about people, their lives, their hopes, and their right to a peaceful existence.